Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the amazing, great, spectacular Milk Lovers Anonymous with your amazing, wonderful hosts Jonas.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome, one and all, to the greatest show on planet Earth, right here in your ears, in your head. I am Akiva, joined by my favorite, best friend over here, Jonas. Jonas, gotta be real with you. How are you?
Fine. I'm trying to figure out things that I did today, but quite honestly, we already recorded one episode today, and I kind of said what I did in that episode, so I'll just be saying the exact same shit again.
Jonas, are you saying we don't record an episode the day of publishing?
No. Look, we use a time machine and we go back in time to that day, and then we record
Well, thank God.
Yeah. But fucking, how are you, mon ami? That's not how you say that. How are you?
Mon ami, because the end of the
that's right. Yeah,
because
right. Yes. Yeah. Okay. How are you, mon ami, Akiva?
I'm doing pretty all right. I am all hopped up on Monster Energy drinks, ready and gearing to go.
That's all you need, man.
You know, I have a story.
What is your story?
A very brief story. I get into an Uber. This is a long time ago. This is back when Ubers were, cheaper than actual taxis. So I get into this Uber, and Earth, Wind, and Fire is playing. I don't know if you know Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Let's groove tonight. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Yeah, exactly. It's the spice of life. And we slice it right. We're gonna groove tonight. Okay, dog, don't get me fucking started. I can sing that entire song.
Iconic band from Chicago, by the way. Great band. Some of my favorite hits are from that band. Earth, Wind, and Fire's playing. I'm grooving. This dude's like singing along with it. We're just vibing. He turns the volume down. He's like, sorry, do you like Earth, Wind, and Fire? And I'm like, yeah, dude, fuck yeah. He's like, I don't care what they say. Those N-words can really sing.
Oh.
And like not even like a ending. Hardy R. White dude, too. Old white dude. And I was like, oh, man, I was really vibing with this dude.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, they're also, people that have rights and exist as human beings. It's kind of funky, huh? I was like, hot take, right? To him. And he's like, what, are you an N-word lover? He's like, God. And I'm like, yeah, I love him. I love to fuck him. And one of my best friends growing up was one.
Did he make you get out?
Huh?
Did he make you get out?
We were already at my stop. It was like a 15-minute ride, and this happened at like minute 13:30, basically. Okay. Like kind of like right there. We were right at the intersection. So even if he made me get out, like I would have been like, oh no, I have to cross the street.
Right.
I reported him to Uber. And at first they were like, oh, I'm sorry, At first, like the automated thing was like, we're sorry. Our driver expressed an opinion of his. And then a live person took over and was like, whoa, that's not okay. That's a shitty opinion. So, Jonas, yeah.
But
pretty great.
Yeah, but talking about shitty opinions, we have a bit of a plan here today for you all, for all you folks at home. See, no, well, that shitty opinion is not a fun shitty opinion. There are some fun shitty opinions in this world. Now, we may not particularly agree with these shitty opinions, but we do believe that it may be fun to defend these shitty opinions. So, the way this is going to work is, I will give a shitty opinion to Akiva, or vice versa, and the person who is given the opinion will have to defend that opinion.
Oh, man. I totally had no idea that I was segueing into this topic. No way.
So, So I'd like to start off, Akiva. Defend this.
Oh no.
Children in Africa do not deserve water.
No. Okay. So I don't hold these opinions, but in this world, I do. So, listen.
Mm-hmm.
Europe already tried helping them out.
Right.
They took over those countries to help them out. They liberated them from their tyrants. And look at what's happened after that. Hundreds of, all of these countries had genocides and dictators, and a lot of these countries are having civil wars and dictators. We tried helping them, we industrialized them, and then when they wanted us to leave, we left.
Right. Yeah, no, that's a good point.
So, no. So,
you're already in the thick of it now, man. You got to keep going.
No. It's fine. I got this. So, I mean, do they really, maybe we just shouldn't help them?
That's true.
They're already fucked.
Right. Yeah, no, that's true.
They don't really need us.
Right. At that point, we're kind of just...
They don't want us. They don't want us there, so why waste our resources on them?
That's true. At that point, we're just prolonging their suffering. We're actually the good guys here.
Exactly. Thank you. So, at that point, it should just be a survival of the fittest.
Right.
Because clearly one side is genetically inferior, and
yeah.
It needs to just either work it out or not.
Right.
It's just, we've given them industrialization. we took their tyrants away, and now that they're independent, they have tyrants. I mean, come on. Libya had concentration camps for a long time after World War II. No one told them to continue that, but you know what? When it was run by Britain and other European powers in Africa, the good outweighed the bad,
Right, yeah.
And that's what... But then they wanted us out. They wanted the Europeans out, so the Europeans left.
Right, yeah, that's true.
And then now, we... Oh, my God. So... They had a partition, right? Europe had a partition, and the African leaders weren't invited. But we did it on their behalf. We colonized them on their behalf. So
right, yeah, we're the good guys here.
So I think that they don't deserve water from us.
Right, yeah. Plus, also, Africa's surrounded by water, so they can just get it themselves.
Yeah, they're surrounded by water, literally get a straw.
Yeah, exactly. Get on a little boat, put your straw in the water and just start slurping,
It's the same thing as, if you're homeless, buy a house.
Yeah, dog, for real.
It's...
Do you believe you have sufficiently defended this opinion?
Do you? You're the one that gave it to me.
I believe that your opinion is... Well, no. Okay, no. Let's hear... Okay. No, you tell me if you think that the opinion has been sufficiently defended, and then if you think it's sufficient... Because, this is your opinion that you totally and 100% believe. So
totally. I own it.
Right, yeah.
I don't. Oh my God. You know what? I think I owned that opinion.
Okay.
Europe owned Africa.
Do you have an opinion for me now?
Yes, I do, and it's not nearly to the degree of that.
Okay.
But I think that sex in public spaces should be legal, if not completely encouraged, and I think it should be required to be in public with at least 2 or 3 people present.
Okay.
So, I want you to have that opinion.
Okay, so basically, yes, technically sex is you can fuck whoever, like, like, you can fuck for, like, whatever reason, it can either be out of love, or it can be just out of, I want to feel good right now. But either way, sex, the main goal of sex is for procreation, right? It's to create more of our species. And is that not a beautiful thing? Is that not?
It's wonderful.
I mean, we are hiding that from the world. Why would we do that? I mean, shouldn't people be able to see the act of life being created? I mean,
well, it has an educational value, right?
Of course, yes. I have been advocating for showing porn in schools for years now, and they have not been listening to me. And I do not know why. The fact of the matter is...
That's ridiculous.
I agree. I mean, think about it like this, okay? I agree you should not be allowed to jerk off in public spaces, because that is a waste of good cum. I agree. I 100% agree. But,
don't waste your cum, King.
Yes.
Don't bow your head. Your crown might fall.
Yes. But if there is a person of the opposite sex with you, you should be allowed to...
Or same sex.
Well, no, that is not...
We don't discriminate.
That is not the creation of life, though. That is not the creation of life. Opposite sex, we should allow that to happen, but... You might be wondering, why do I support 3 or more people present and watching? Well, as I've said, why should people not be allowed to witness the creation of life? Also, by the way...
It's word-of-mouth advertising right in front of you.
And think about it like this. The child might wonder, who is my father? Well, if nobody saw them fuck, how will they know? Well, simply ask the witnesses. Think about it. In a court of law,
are you thinking that, like, they would sign a witness form, like, kind of like just like on a legal document, they just sign a witness, like, I witnessed such and such bang?
Yeah, and in a court of law, how do you prove that someone was guilty, or rather not guilty, of a crime? With witnesses.
Right.
So, in the same way, to prove that someone is your father, of course, DNA tests work, but for a much simpler and cheaper solution, we must require 3 or more people to watch. Now, these people should not be related to you in any way, shape, or form. They should be complete strangers. That way, they have no compulsion to lie. This way, you will 100% get unbiased results.
You're right. You are absolutely correct.
Now, however, you might be wondering, should people of the same sex be allowed to have sex in public? And my answer is 100%. I mean, it is also an act of love. That is an act of love. Now, I do not believe that witnesses need to be present for it, because there was no creation of life being made. But they should be allowed to fuck in public, as they are showing
the same as everyone. Yeah.
They should be allowed to show everybody who
what
they
love
is. Yes.
Yeah.
That is my opinion.
Do you feel that you have fully defended your opinion?
I do believe I have fully defended my opinion.
Great take, Jonas.
Thank you.
I'm sorry it's not to the degree of mine that you gave me, but I didn't think I was going to go down that route, but
yeah.
Beautiful,
Okay.
All right, Jonas.
Okay, let me think of one. Okay.
Oh my fucking god. You saw my face while I was visibly cringing while defending that.
Yeah, I could see. I could see that, like, you were not happy with the route you were going down, but you're all like, but you were already like, I'm already going down this road. I'm already
doing it. I got a fucking steamroll. What else am I gonna do?
Right.
You can't backtrack out of that hole you just dug yourself. You might as well fucking dig deeper.
Mm-hmm.
God.
I agree. Okay.
Oh, fuck me. Oh, my God.
Okay, let me think.
Okay.
Okay. Mexico is responsible for what is happening in Xinjiang right now.
What's happening in Xinjiang?
China is, well, so they say China is forcing Muslims to not be Muslim anymore, and if they refuse, they put them in concentration camps, or
Are
so
you-
they say.
I mean, are you surprised? They're very anti-religion.
Or so they say, but I am saying that Mexico is doing it.
So, okay, all right. So here, God. So look, Mexico has always been a Catholic nation.
Yes.
They were always good, right? So I'm just gonna say it. When refugees from Muslim countries started coming into Mexico,
Oh no.
what happened in Mexico? Corruption, the cartel.
Oh no.
I'm not saying, but like when you have a good Catholic nation, you
right,
know,
right, yeah,
like Spain did awesome.
right.
Spain did awesome. You know, they did amazing in their colonies, and like Mexico revolted. Okay, fine, but Mexico kept their Catholic faith, which
Right, yeah.
all right, great, awesome, good. Like as you should believe in the one true God, right?
Right.
So, right, you know, you say the Our Father, you say Hail Mary, like all that shit. All right.
Hallelujah.
So okay, but
Hallelujah.
I'm not done.
Okay.
I'm not done. All right, please. Hosanna in the highest.
Right, yeah, right.
After this, I'm gonna like have so many Catholic hymns stuck in my head. So, you know, and then the cartel comes up, right?
Right.
They start up like, well, that brings a lot of like drugs into the country.
Right.
A lot of corruption is going on in Mexico right now. People aren't feeling as safe. Muslims, Mexico has pretty good relations with China, right? So
Sure.
I don't know if they do. I don't think they do. But
well, of
I don't
course
know.
they do. Of course they do.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So like, so they sent over the Muslims to China because they were like, this is your problem now.
Right. Yeah.
They didn't want them because like, oh my God, who would?
Okay. Wow. You are already in this hole now. You got to keep on digging, man.
I'm just gonna keep digging. So okay, so and Mexico is they probably have a lot of money in China, and like they're probably just giving China the money to like the problem, you know, nix the problem,
right,
nip it in the bud, get out of here.
Right.
And that is my shitty opinion.
Do you believe you have sufficiently defended your opinion?
I believe I have sufficiently defended my opinion.
All right. Oh boy. Now I have to see what you're going to give me. Are you going to go for revenge, or are you just going to go for another opinion? That's the thing.
Let's see. Your opinion, and if I take too long thinking, we can always snip snap.
It's true.
If need be. Your opinion. So what did you think? What did you think about my opinion, Jonas? What did you...
I felt that you defended it sufficiently.
I made it I don't know. I just took conspiracy and I melded it into that, and then I was like, and then I was like, I'm already steamrolling my life. I might as well steamroll it more.
I'm already getting canceled. I might as well.
We might as well get deplatformed fast, you know?
Right, yeah, exactly.
Better to nip it in the bud, you know?
Right.
That's what I always say. I believe this is your opinion. Your opinion is that you believe that Russia is actually the good guy.
Just in general, or with Ukraine?
Based on how they've been acting in the last, like, actually, just in general.
Okay.
Throughout history,
including
in general. Recent events.
Okay. So, I'd like to ask you a question. Do you know what the planet of Pluto is?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Do you know the only country that has ever been the same amount of landmass as Pluto?
Is it Hungary?
The USSR. So,
Right.
the USSR is the only country that's ever been the size of the landmass of a planet in space. The fact of the matter is,
so let me ask: do you like a nation that big must have been perfect, right?
oh, of course. I mean, think about it like this, okay? Who saved North Korea after we defeated Japan in World War II? The USSR, of course.
The USSR.
They took it under their
kind
wing and they saved it. Do you know when North Korea turned bad? After the USSR gave it independence. Have you ever noticed that whenever we stop colonizing places or we give them independence, they turn terrible? Because the fact of the matter is that they can't think for themselves. That is the fact of the matter. Now, let's think about it like this.
Right.
Let's compare the economies of Ukraine and Russia before this whole big old war started going on. Now, I'm no expert, but Ukraine has been having a much worse economy than Russia. This can only be for one reason. Russia is simply a better country.
Because it left. It left. It left the thing that was helping it.
Exactly. Think about it like this. Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Turkmenistan, Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan. All of these are doing worse now. And why? They've left their financial beneficiary. That is the fact of the matter.
Russia was for everybody.
Exactly. Now, but guess what? You know what country isn't doing poorly? Belarus. Because the fact of the matter is that Belarus has understood where their ties come from. They've understood who has been trying to help them for all this time. Russia.
You're right.
Now,
Russia is for everybody.
Now, people claim that Putin has killed his political opponents. Now, I ask you, what proof do we have of this? Yes, sure, they may have taken a very long vacation, but if you had the ability to take a very long vacation, wouldn't you do so?
And the thing is like, there are photos of people by themselves. Like, what, like, Putin, like, you claim that it was a photo of Putin and the person he quote-unquote killed?
Right, that simply doesn't make any sense, because Vladimir Putin cares about the people. I mean,
photos can't be doctored.
Think about it like this, right? Ukraine is a tyrant for its people. So Russia, being the saviors that they are trying to save them from their tyrant. But people refuse to recognize this. People refuse to see Russia as the good guys that they are. The fact now,
exactly.
We have colonized and pillaged many people of our lands, all of the Native Americans. We were the third to last country to end slavery. We have caused many a problem. What has Russia done? Absolutely nothing. Russia has never harmed anyone.
Nope. No.
Russia has treated all of their previous countries fairly and justly.
Yeah.
And what do they get with it? Scorn. Pure scorn.
Pure absolute hatred.
Because
you're right.
We do not know how to give these people what they deserve, which is respect and kindness. Russia is the only one who knows how to save the people, and until we go on Russia's side, we shall forever live in darkness.
And Alaska should be part of Russia again. It was Russia's colony. It's only fair.
Maybe then we'll see. Maybe then we'll see the true light.
We will see. Yeah, exactly. Do you feel that you have sufficiently defended your opinion?
I do.
Dude, I fucking love how impassioned you get. You get, like, right in there and you're like, I believe. Like, you just wave your hands around. You're fucking in it. You're, like, pounding your... You're like, boom, boom, boom. like, oh my god. Disclaimer again, we don't believe any of this.
All right, I've had this next opinion in my mind for a bit.
Oh no.
Israel. I'm already off to a bad start.
No.
Israel is responsible for all of the cartels in Central and South America. Okay, you know what? Okay, you know what?
It's easy. It's easy.
But
it's
if you
easy.
okay,
it's
but
easy
if
to,
you
no,
want,
no,
okay,
no, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. Let me talk.
okay.
All right. Every single thing can be linked to the Zionists.
That's true.
The terrorist Zionists, all right? Who was not working on 9/11?
All the Jews.
The Jews.
Yeah.
And you know who gets billions of dollars of aid every year
Israel.
from the US and other countries?
Israel.
Israel. So how does Israel return the favor? Well, to America, it's fine, right? But because it gets less money from Mexico, Colombia, Venezuela, Panama, all these countries, because it gets less money, they transport in guns, right? And they like classy, like giving weapons to like these countries to help fight the cartel, when in reality they also inform and let the cartel members know where the shipments of weapons are and where they're not going to be guarded, right?
Right.
So then the cartel can come in and just steal the weapons. Thanks, Israel. Thanks, Zionists. So,
right. Thanks, Obama.
The Jews are fully responsible for any sort of terroristic or cartel-related attack. And you know who else digs tunnels to get across the border? People from Gaza, right?
Right.
But you know what? They probably took that method and taught it to the cartel.
That's true. Yeah.
So Israel is fully responsible for the cartel.
That's true. Yeah, no. Good job.
Thank you. Thank you. That felt amazing.
Do you feel that you have sufficiently defended your opinion?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
God, I have one for you. Native Americans.
Okay. Oh boy.
Need to get over it.
Okay.
And you know what? I'll even say they're exaggerating their mistreatment.
400 years ago, we arrived here, searching for new land. Now, Christopher Columbus arrived here believing that he had arrived in what country? At first, China, that's where he was going, but once he saw the people, he believed it was India. He had no idea where he truly was. Sure.
Mm-hmm.
What he began doing was a simple a mistake, to be sure. If he had known that it was Native Americans, he clearly would have left because he knew that it would be wrong.
He had sex with a manatee, like one of the first things he did, but
that was hot, so it didn't count. The fact of the matter,
it's because of their womanly knees.
He knew a good mussy when he saw one. So after a bunch of years, the Native Americans decided that after these men had been simply trying to live in this area that they were residing in, what did they choose to go for? Violence, death, and destruction. Now I ask you, what group of well-informed people go for violence? I will tell you, no well-informed group of people at all. That's what I say. The fact of the matter is that they should not have gone for violence. Now, here's the thing. That was over 400 years ago. I cannot hold them accountable for those actions, that they were not responsible for those actions. The current Native Americans of today were not responsible for those actions. However, we still gave them plenty of land to live on after we colonized. After we colonized the 13 colonies, they were still allowed to live wherever they pleased. That was not in our territory. We allowed them to We allowed them to roam wherever they felt they needed to go, as long as we were not already there. We gave them thousands of miles of land to live in, and what do they repay us with? Violence, I tell you, violence! What did they expect to happen? We would fight back, of course, defend our homeland. Yes, of course we would. And they didn't like that, not one bit. But we fought, and we won. And the Native Americans of today, what do they think? They want their land back after they fairly lost a war.
Fairly lost a war, right?
A war. So, we now have to pretend as if they were the good guys in the situation when we were the innocent bystanders who had to endure what was happening. This falls on us, and I refuse to stand for it any longer. I say. We need
What's your solution?
We already have a solution. We have given them more than enough small areas for them to go and move in that they fully control. That is more than enough. They have gotten what they wanted. But no, they demand more. I say more. I, for one, do not accept. I believe there needs to be a revolt.
Against them?
Yes.
Finger waving, pointing.
And for you
You might as well have just pounded the table and been like, say hi! Like, oh my god, man.
You want me to defend the opinion? I will fucking defend it. Like, and yes, before you ask, I do believe I have sufficiently defended that opinion.
Oh my sweet lord. Oh, okay. God.
Now.
All right. Oh man. No, I don't like that face. I feel like I have a feeling where you're gonna go with this. Oh man. Oh dude, just I don't know. I can like the thing is like while you're doing that, I can see the cringe and like trying not to break down from you. And you see me when I'm defending these things and I'm just like, oh no. And I say the most fucked up thing and I'm like, no, I can't go back.
Okay. Taiwan is not a part of China. It is instead a part of Japan.
Was it ever historically part of Japan?
You defend it.
What? Oh. All right. So, in World War One, Japan really wanted to find a way to. Well, actually, before World War One,
never mind. Yes, Taiwan was once historically part of Japan during World War II. Yes, it was.
Yeah, that's where I'm fucking going.
Oh, sorry.
Fuck you, motherfucker. So Japan wanted to step on the world stage, right? It invaded Russia. And it won. And then it gave the land back, I think, eventually. But, like, it invaded Russia.
Yes.
Like, Japan straight up invaded and won. The Russo-Japanese War.
Mm-hmm.
Right? After years in isolation. By the way, the isolation was forced to end by America showing up with a really big military ship, basically. So, Japan was like, I bet. So, World War One. Japan thinks that it is, it's a smart idea to basically take Germany's Pacific Islands, right? To, like, act like they helped, America and the Allies during World War One. Well, they got to keep the islands. After that, Japan had a new emperor, and they decided they needed more living space for their people. Like, China had and still has way too much land.
Yes.
Way too much. They need to, like, fucking chill. So Japan did what was right. They invaded well, they didn't invade. They took the land that they needed. They needed that land,
of course,
including the island of Taiwan.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
they needed that. Now, all fucking accusations aside, Taiwan, it was rightfully won. It was rightfully won.
haha, I get it.
Shut up.
I get it because it's called Taiwan, but then you took off the tie and you just said, "Why?" I get it.
Yeah, yeah. Shut up.
Oh, damn! I'm gonna kill myself.
No, probably. So all accusations aside, Japan rightfully won that. If China wanted it back so bad, they could have fucking taken it back. But no, they didn't. Because they're a bunch of fucking pussies that doesn't know how to organize an army. Boo fucking who, you lost a war.
Right.
All right? Get over it.
Yeah.
But no, I think Taiwan, no. And I'm sorry, Taiwan wants to sit here and be like, no, we're an actual kid. Shut up. No.
Who are they to say?
Exactly. Who are they to determine their own sovereignty? No. They don't know what's right because they have consistently either been part of China or Japan. Right. And honestly, quality of life was so much better under Japan.
That's true, yeah.
Like, Japan was perfect.
Mm-hmm,
yeah. They needed the room, they took the room. Taiwan was perfectly stable and safe under Japan. And Taiwan belongs to Japan still to this day. But unfortunately, now it wants to cry and say it's part of its own country, and China wants to own it, but China's stupid and they don't need the room because they're stupid.
And Japan's all pussies and they refuse to take it back.
And you know what? What's Japan now? Japan is a democracy, and Taiwan needs a democracy, a stable democracy, and a stable economy. Taiwan is stupid. Japan is supreme in that area.
Japan is based.
Yeah. I feel like I have defended my opinion enough. I think I'm good.
All right.
Yeah. Fucking God. This episode is just us deplatforming ourselves.
Yeah, basically.
Pretty great. I love it, honestly.
You gotta start from the bottom to get your way up to the top, you know? Yeah. Because, like, you know, once you're down to rock bottom, there's nowhere to go but up.
No, exactly. No, it's better to come in the sink than sink in the cum, you know?
Right, yeah, exactly.
Oh my God. Oh fucking Jesus Christ. Everything I'm thinking about is very bad. I think that every country east of, like, every country in Europe east of Germany should just no, we already kind of talked about Russia.
Okay.
No.
You could be safe and go for another Jewish conspiracy if you wanted to.
God, no, I don't want to.
You know I defend it well. You know I would.
I know you would. Anything I have, would you defend well? Oh God. I think. All right. I can't think of one.
Come on, you can do this, I believe.
I think it's all right. You're at your defense. I'm gonna go back to Japan for this.
Okay.
Your opinion to defend is I think that Japan is completely justified in whaling off the coasts of Australia.
Wow.
So, like,
I'm gonna be honest with you. Do you want me to be completely 100% honest with you? You could not. Like, I am appalled that you even believe that you think this would be a challenge for me to defend. The fact of the matter is that those stupid whales have been eating the krill in our oceans for far too long. Do you not see? That krill is ours to eat, but no. Who eats them? those whales. Now you may be arguing, but what about whales like the sperm whale?
Yeah.
Those eat squid. Well, I say to you, I say,
Exactly.
number one, their name has sperm in it, and that is inappropriate. And number two, they look really dumb. Have you seen sperm whales? They have dumb little faces. They look
so.
They do not deserve to swim in our waters. And I ask you again.
There's also the killer whales, and they have literally killer
They
in their
are
name.
called killer whales. Now I ask you, who supports murder here? Does anyone here support murder? I thought not. I thought not. The fact of the matter is that whales have been encroaching on our livelihoods for far too long, I say. Far too long. But of course, I cannot act as if there are not some majestic qualities to whales. Have you ever seen a humpback whale leap out of the water? Majestic, I say. Majestic. However, for the damage that they cause to this environment, a small price to pay.
Damn it.
And I must also say, what type of dumbass is a mammal but swims in the water? None, I say none. No mammal of ours shall leave the land and swim in the water.
Yeah. One question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Would you say that you'd be backing up the krills in this matter? Would you want the microorganisms that are victims to whales? Would you want them to be compensated for their times and troubles?
I believe that it would be, of course, the right thing to do. However, to compensate every single krill would be impossible, of course.
Right.
But I do believe that we should do...
How about this? How about we form a state?
Ah, yes.
A state. Krill Zionism.
Aha.
But like a state for just krills. A krill state. And then a plankton state.
I ask you, what has
Yeah.
Fiji ever done for us? The answer is nothing. We sink Fiji. We make that the home of the krill and shrimp. That will be their new home.
It's just like, what has Fiji ever done for us? Nothing, I say, nothing. We sink Fiji.
Fiji shall be the new shrimp and krill state, I say.
Well, you're right. What would you do with the people already living there? Sink them too?
You gotta break a couple eggs to make an omelet.
You're right.
Overpopulation is already bad enough. The small amount that we can do to stop it is a price I'm willing to pay.
Who's gonna fund this krill state?
Well, any country with a heart.
Yeah, you're right. We could make them an aerial defense system.
Yes.
Called the Krill Dome.
There you go.
The Shellfish Dome, yeah.
There you go.
You're right. So, yeah, in the end, Japan's the good guy.
Yes, they are. You are very much correct.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you for opening my eyes.
And yes, I do have sufficiently defended that opinion.
Yep.
Okay, what question do I have for you now? Or opinion, I suppose.
Hold on, just out of fucking blue. What has Fiji ever done for us? Let's fucking sink Fiji. All right. Oh my god, that's just so good. It's so fucking funny.
Okay. All right, okay. All right. North Korea is the rightful owner of the Czech Republic.
That's just out of the blue, man.
I'm trying to give you one that's not gonna make. I'm trying to make one that's not gonna get you canceled, man. You gotta fucking work with me here.
You gave me the first one, and that's already initially gonna get me canceled.
I didn't think you were gonna go down the fucking colonization route. I didn't think you were gonna go down that path.
What other route was I gonna go down?
Those fuckers
every problem in Africa was caused by white colonization.
Here's an easy. Here's an easy one. Those fuckers are already dying. Why help them? There we go. That one's pretty simple.
But here's the thing, Jonas. That's a sentence. That's only a minute of content.
But you could expand upon that. You know, you could be like,
no.
Okay.
Okay. North Korea, right?
Yeah, they're the rightful owners of the Czech Republic.
Yes, North Korea is the rightful owners of the Czech Republic, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. So, who split when the Iron Wall fell on Europe? The Iron Curtain, whatever, fell on Europe. The Czech Republic, I believe, was behind that wall.
Mm-hmm.
They did amazing. They did amazing under the Iron Wall.
They did.
They were an amazing country with great rights that helped everybody.
They did.
Because extreme socialism is the only way.
It is. You're right.
Well, what are two countries that were helped by the USSR that are still standing today? Well, I can name at least like 10 or 20, but here's two, right? North Korea and the Czech Republic. Yeah. Well, what two countries don't really have any Jews anymore? North Korea has like no Jews, and Czech Republic also has like no Jews.
Mm.
And you know what? A bunch of Korean immigrants already moved. A bunch of South Korean and North Korean immigrants already moved to the Czech Republic. And, you know, there's one of those refugee cities, right?
Right.
So would it be so different if the Czech Republic became part of North Korea? They already have a bunch of Korean speakers.
Right. And plus also North
Korea. I think that a good way to step onto the world stage, because North Korea keeps getting doubted, dude. They keep getting their throat stepped on by the capitalist pigs that rule the Western media.
Right, yeah.
In the Czech Republic, they should just be as sick of the capitalist agenda ruling their day-to-day lives.
Right, yeah.
Well, who has the capitalist helped? Who? The Jews! And let me tell you, who has gotten rid of their Jews? The socialists. Because the socialists know what they're doing.
Right.
And let me tell you, two countries, they're basically the same. North Korea wants to step onto the world stage. The first thing they should do is annex the Czech Republic, because the Czech Republic already has Korean speakers that are probably already secret spies.
Right.
North Korea knows what it's doing. The Czech Republic is a dumb country that broke off from the only country that was helping it, Slovakia. So, therefore, the Czech Republic should just be part of North Korea.
Hell yeah. Do you believe you sufficiently defended your opinion?
Yeah.
Good. Nice.
Did you like my fucking boom?
I did. Yeah, you're passionate. I like it.
Was the Czech Republic behind the Iron Curtain?
Technically, it was still Czechoslovakia then, but yeah.
It was still Czechoslovakia? I thought they broke up after World War II.
I mean, technically they did, but they didn't break up until 1992.
1992? That's recent. What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fuck. All right. Well, this is an opinion that I hold. Hold on. Okay. I gotta give you a shitty opinion.
Right.
Some people think my opinion is a shitty opinion, but it's not. Like, I feel like it's not that extreme. All former British colonies would have done better just under Britain, even today.
Okay.
That's not the opinion I hold. I was going to give you...
I know. I'm thinking.
Thinking? Well, it's going to take you that long to think about it. I don't think it's an opinion you can defend properly.
Oh, you fool. me ask you a question. Who is one of the last English-speaking countries in Africa?
I actually know this, but I don't remember.
South Africa, of course.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yes.
There's other English-speaking former colonies, but
South Africa. And how well is South Africa doing? Amazing. I say amazing.
No.
Amazing.
Amazing. They're doing great.
Now.
They're doing great right now.
Now, let's look at a country like Ethiopia. That was not owned by Britain. Was it? I don't know. It was never owned by Britain. Fuck.
Yes, it was.
Ethiopia?
Yeah. You can look it up if you think I'm wrong, but yes, it was.
Did Britain own Ethiopia? Ethiopia was never colonized by Britain and repelled. Okay, no, it didn't. Okay.
Who was Ethiopia colonized by?
No, nobody. Nobody owned Ethiopia.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's
what
kind
did
of
you do?
I don't know. Just no one ever owned Ethiopia.
You know what? I bet it's because of the Jewish population there.
That might actually be true. Okay. Look at the map
back then the Jews caused all the problems. Apparently,
well, they still do, but that's a story for a different day.
Yeah, that's you and I plotting.
Yeah. The world. Okay. Let's look at another country that is English speaking, formerly owned by Britain, and is doing
India.
Well. No.
India.
Guyana. South America. English speaking, doing amazing. Now then,
I don't even know what they're doing right now.
Now let's go to a country that is not doing well, that has abandoned their English roots. Sudan.
Where?
Sudan. I say Sudan.
Sudan, right.
Along with South Sudan, as they are both, they make up one whole. Now, I ask you, why does South Africa do well and Guyana do well, but Sudan and Kenya and Uganda and Tanzania, why do those not do well?
Because they abandoned their English roots.
Correct! I say correct. The fact of the matter is that these countries could be doing amazing if they brought back what made them great in the first place.
It's the police coming to arrest me for my shitty opinions.
We have you surrounded. We heard you say...
You're surrounded. Come out with your bad opinions up. Oh, God.
The fact of the matter is that Britain only brought good and good fortune to these countries, and what do they get repaid with? Scorn! And for what reason? For caring? Of course, that is not fair. It has never been fair, but that is what we get for trying to help. And I say that we should teach these people the true ways, whether they like it or not.
Absolutely. Hallelujah.
I have sufficiently defended that opinion, I believe.
Oh, yeah, totally. Totally, man. That was perfect. Awesome. We're gonna get, like, angry comments on our videos.
Yeah.
Shit. Our ratings are just gonna fucking plummet because people are gonna take us seriously.
Yeah.
You know what? Jonas? I feel that we have sufficiently deplatformized ourselves.
I believe that as well. Everybody, I know that you may hate us now, but I believe that we have, but we hope that we have provided you sufficient.
Get over it, snowflakes.
Yeah, we hope we have provided you sufficient information. No, not information. Sufficient entertainment, and that you are now. I don't know, your day's going better or some shit. I don't know. Look, listen, we just want to make you laugh, and if we didn't do that, then we failed at our job, and you're allowed to sue us. But that being said,
We obviously don't hold these opinions, but yeah, no.
as as passionate as I may have seemed, I do not hold these opinions.
Same.
Uh, that being
Oh,
said,
man.
I hope that you have enjoyed today's episode. I have been your host, Jonas Goldberg.
I have been your co-host, Akiva.
Yep, and we'll see you next time.